Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Sports Spotlight High School Hockey from here at the Eddie Edgar Arena in Livonia, Michigan. KLAA action featuring the Chargers of Livonia Churchill, finalists 2018 Division III, hosting the Mustangs of Northville. This is Neil Rivkin along with Dennis Pushies bringing you all the play-by-play action. And Dennis, the last time we were here and we saw Livonia Churchill, which was 1 year ago, it was a contest against Livonia Stevenson, and little did we know that 48 hours after our taping that Churchill would play against Novi, and it was the beginning of a championship run, and what a run it was.
Yes, it was. Jason Reynolds, the head coach, was telling me how he had most of those kids from when they were freshmen on, and boy, they turned it on during the year when they were seniors, and there's a little bit of a loss with those kids gone, but what a season they had.
Starting with that Novi game, the triple overtime win against Allen Park in the regional, I think it was regional final, and then just coming up one goal short against Country Day in the championship game.
2-1, yep.
But nevertheless, it earned them a banner up here at Eddie Edgar Arena, just to our left. But time has moved on as we now see the 2018-19 edition here hosting Northville. And we go to the action right now. Northville in the black, Churchill in the white. And as we say, new leaders, new players, and a new group of skaters for this Churchill team. And it's a challenge for Coach Reynolds and the staff.
I think they're up to the challenge. They're a young team, but he's told me that the young guys are leaders and showing some leadership roles, and that's good because in a few years they'll be really good.
Okay. And we're talking to the entire coaching staff, including Coach Reynolds, and they're coming out the big double win out in Chelsea for the Chelsea Showcase.
Yeah. Yep. They beat South Lyon Unified 4-1 and Jenison 3-2 last weekend in the Chelsea Showcase. So it's got to give the Chargers a lot of confidence. So
action now inside the Churchill zone. That's Northville. Holding it in. Let's see if Churchill can clear it.
In goal for the Chargers tonight is Bryant Riley, number 33. We remember him from last year. He was not the starter. Chris Surgison was the starter, but Chris was hurt for about 5 or 6 games. And Bryant Riley came in as a freshman and did a superb job.
And I think the very first game he played, Dennis, was either against Brighton or Saline. Talking about baptism by fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Coach Reynolds is really high on this kid. He's only a sophomore, and the future is bright for him.
So the face-off just to the left of Bryant. Still deep inside the Churchill zone.
There's another new player there for the new addition, Ryan Darling.
Yeah, number 11.
Number 11. And number 2, Nick Lebu. Luba. Luba, yeah. They're out on defense right now.
Derek Fiebig, number 7, holding it in for the Mustangs. Again, Churchill having a little time, difficulty clearing it. Darling again trying to poke it out, can't. Northville still holding it in. They make a line change. In the meantime, Blake Evans out there, number 11. Keep our eyes out on him. One of the top scorers for the Mustangs. There's a shot.
Yeah, the two guys to watch for Churchill on the defensive end are 15 Peterson and 5 Matt Gibney. They're both veteran players that have really stepped it up. Matt Gibney's just a tremendous asset to this team. He's been around. He's been around the program and understands what it's all about.
You talk about the core players that were part of that championship team last year, graduated, about 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah.
And the one thing for Coach Reynolds and transition to this year with a young squad is who's going to emerge as the leaders.
Right.
And he's slowly, and there's a big difference between playing hockey in November and right now, several months, and you see maturity and leadership taking place.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen it in the LHA many, many times.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Go back to the action right now. Northville continuing to put the pressure inside the Churchill zone. Now they clear it.
There's another one that's on the ice for Churchill. It's one of their top guys, is number 18, Vaughn Kendall. He's been around the program for a while too. He's a top-notch player. As is Zach Venditelli, number 7. They were vital parts of that team last year, and they're returners, but the loss was great. They had a senior-oriented team, and boy, those kids could play. Most of them came, or a lot of them, I should say, not most, but a lot of them came from the 2000 Livonia Knights team coached by Jim Gibney. He had like Josh Friend and Connor Burnett, Chris Surgison, and Adamick, and his son Matt, and they had some real good players, and they were very good at the at the Knights level too. So it wasn't a big surprise.
And also making that transition from Division II to Division III.
Right.
Because, playing against like Stevenson and Heartland and Brighton and Plymouth all the time, and then.
Right. Connor Boucher in net for the Northville Mustangs tonight. Number 31.
Well, action now, that's Mancina for Churchill. Had it, lost it. Here comes Northville the other way, led by Brett Dan, number 9. And now controlled by Devin Gonzell, number 9 for Churchill. Puck now behind the Churchill goal. We're going to play 3 17-minute periods. In case there's a tie at the end of regulation, we will have overtime. There's the goal post.
Oh. I don't think Boucher saw that one.
I think it was Zach Flynn.
It was Zach Flynn,
yeah. Wow. No, I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. And it hit the goal. It hit the goal post and just missed.
There's a shot, and Boucher covers up.
I want to mention, Neil, that our referees for tonight's game are Ken Lauer, Jamie McKay, and our linesman is Tyler Johnson. And these gentlemen do a great job. They sometimes you hear criticism in the stands, but it's unwarranted because they do a fine job. They're out here, and they're not out here for the money. It's a love of the sport. They really do a good job.
Yeah, and a lot of times, sometimes educate the kids as well, too.
Correct, yeah. Ken Lauer, I know him personally. He's been around he's a young guy, but he's been around the hockey for a long time. So
Churchill better be careful. Number 15 for Northville's out there, Rohan Barad. Top goal scorer for the Mustangs. He's got 9 goals on the season with a couple assists. They got a couple guys on that team with just maybe 3-4 goals, but have a ton of assists.
Yeah. Tyson Wisner out for the first time for Churchill, number 20.
Also out there is Seth Borge, the top, the point leader for the Mustangs. And just going to add to, this is their first, well, I'm going to hold that thought. We'll go back to the action right now as Churchill finally clears it. But here comes Northville the other way. It's Borge. Borge down the left side. He'll just put that puck right behind the Churchill net. Chargers have a little trouble trying to clear it. Northville holding it in. There's a shot from the point, and it goes into the netting, and the face-off will remain in. Well, nope, they're going to move it outside the blue line.
I just like to watch 15 Keith Peterson and Matt Gibney, number 5, play. They're both in control of the puck. They're just not looking to get rid of it. They look to make plays, make passes. They're very, very experienced players. You can tell they've been around for a while.
Nick Bogenhagen had it for Northville, had it, lost it. Northville still controls it. Churchill finally clear it back to center ice. There's a chance now. Well, I thought for a moment there Luke Greener was going to go in, but did not.
He lost an edge, too, at center ice. And he'll go. Oh, I thought he was going to go off, but he's going to take the puck.
Northville just making a line change. Here comes Churchill now. Benatelli coming in, had it. Good job by the Northville defense. Northville, here they come. They will clear it. They'll go the other way. Give and go, led by number 9, Brett Dan. Puck shot behind the Churchill net. And Brian Riley makes the stop, and the faceoff will remain inside the Churchill zone. I was just going to say, Northville, this is their first time on any type of, first time on Sports Spotlight, but first time on Livonia cable television in about 20 years.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Back about 1999, Time Warner had plans to, or did do some hockey games here in the Livonia, Novi, Northville area, and we did feature a Novi Northville contest back.
Oh, okay.
So, but let's see how they do here at Eddie Edgar on their first time here on Sports Spotlight. We've got some good non-conference games, folks, to check out this season. Leave you in suspense how those, check your local listings. Let's leave it at that as we go back to the action. Churchill, let's see if they can control the neutral zone here. There's a loose puck right inside the Churchill zone coming in. It looks like Tariq Kamai, number 24, out there. Now back to the point for Jack Grimmel, number 2. Sophomore, his shot was wide. Northville, though, early on, they've been controlling the puck inside the Churchill zone. And here come the Chargers now. Going down the right side. Lebo. Shot it just a bit wide of Boucher, the Northville goaltender. Churchill trying to establish control between the blue lines. They'll just knock it down inside the Northville zone, and they'll be called for icing.
I was going to say that he's on the bench right now for Churchill, but while he was out on the ice, number 7 for Churchill, Zach Vendatelli.
Yep.
He is a little, well, they call him Bug is his nickname. He is a little water bug, and he's listed at 5'5", 135 pounds, and he's a tough little guy, and he's not afraid of anybody. He's just a good hockey player, despite his size. But
and he was part of that championship run last year, too.
Yes, he was. But I'll mention a name for you, Neil, from the past. We remember how little Tyler Irvin from Stevenson was, and there was no stopping that young man.
No.
I mean, I think he's grown now from what I understand. He plays at Merrimack College, but he's about 170, 175, which still isn't huge, but compared to when he played, he was in high school probably 125, 130 like Vendatelli.
I was going to say 140 pounds.
Yeah,
but
yeah. He wasn't very big, I know that, but speed kills, and he had it. He had the speed and the moves.
Well, they got that top line out there. Luke Greener out there along with Vaughn Kendall. See if they could do something if they're trying to establish control from their own blue line. Here they come. Peterson now down the right side. His shot. Good kick save by Boucher. Puck now to the left of the Northville goal. But here come the Mustangs the other way. Taking it now. That's number 20. Well, not in our program. Nevertheless, Northville putting on the pressure inside the Churchill zone. Back to the point it goes for Josh Arthur. He had it, lost it. Churchill can't clear it. Now taking control of it, that's Devin Genzel, number 9. Genzel had it, lost it. Puck goes behind the boards. Peterson racing for it for Churchill. Here come the Chargers now. Centering pass. Intended for Genzel. Just a little too far, and the whistle blows as the nut came off the moorings.
6:15 to go in the first period, and we still have a scoreless game.
But good, lots of good action, though.
Yeah. They played earlier this season on January the 11th, and Northville came out on top 3-1. And both Coach Reynolds and Coach Brown both said it was a highly contested game where both teams gave it their all, and the game could have really gone either way, and it was a tight game. So we're looking for more of the same tonight.
Here's a shot from the top of the key by Jake McNeil, number 19 for the Mustangs. That went wide. Northville still controlling inside that Churchill zone. Battle in the corner there. That's, you got Haydu out there along with, looks like
Gibney,
yep.
Genzel, and Targus.
As long as the Chargers don't bunch up in front of Riley, they'll be fine. Finally cleared center ice. Now knocked down there by Flynn, back out on the ice. Churchill going to a line change.
Yeah, they got a wholesale change. Both their forwards and all three of their forwards and the defensemen.
Kendall had it, lost it. Here comes Northville the other way. Feebig had it, and let's see what Churchill could do right now as Greener, Luke Greener, number 8.
Good check there by number 4, Bogenhagen. He's the younger brother of number 17, Nick Bogenhagen.
Here comes Northville the other way, and Bryant Riley makes the stop. So the face-off again will be inside the Churchill zone. Just going to mention too, I briefly mentioned in one of our other cable casts, Northville is in the gold division of the KLAA.
Yes.
So, and nothing put them down in a negative way. I mean, they're in last place, but they're 500. They've tough schedule.
Yes.
But when you have 3 other teams in your division that have won state championships,
yeah,
Heartland, Brighton, Novi.
Novi, right.
So it's a real tough, it is a tough division.
Yeah.
As we go back to the action right now, that looked like it was on the other side as Grimmel finally cleared out by Churchill.
Yeah, their record is 11, 11, and 1.
Yep.
But Coach Brown said that, to be honest, they're much better than that. The competition they're playing against is just getting them ready for the state playoffs, and they're really happy with the progress that the team has made so far.
And their losses have been no more than one or two goal differentials. That's
for
it.
most of them, yeah. Yeah.
Action still inside the Northville zone, held in. There's a shot right on by Chris Bogenhagen, number 4 for Northville. Churchill finally clear it, and they'll dump it into the corner and behind the Northville net. See if they can get something going right here. They got Haydu out there along with Gonzel. Haydu keeps it in, dumps it into the corner. Feebig try to clear. Good job by Churchill keeping it in. And Boucher will not take any chances and will cover up. Yeah, can you imagine that? 3 teams. I mean, I don't know how many times we've been in the finals, but 5 champions.
Yeah. I mean,
and Howell, who's in second to last, actually has a winning record at 11-8.
Right. I mean, this KLAA is stacked. I mean, there's some. I mean, it's just like it's very similar to the. I'm losing it right now, but the league that Trenton and CC and all of them play in. Yeah. I mean, that's a very good league as well. The Downriver League, yeah.
Wyandotte.
Yeah.
And don't want to mention, too, Brownstown.
Yeah.
Brownstown, their unified team down there, Woodhaven Brownstown, top rated in the state right now.
Okay.
So when you got Woodhaven or Brownstown, Woodhaven, along with Trenton right next door, I believe that Brownstown Woodhaven's Division 2, that's enough nuclear power right there.
Right. Yep.
Go back to the action. Let's see if the shot didn't miss by much. See if the Chargers can get on the board here first. Putting on the pressure inside the Northville zone.
That was Matt Gibney, who just came up wide of the net.
Well, here come the Mustangs the other way. Churchill doing a good job keeping the puck along the boards.
We have an offside.
2:49 to go in this first period.
I think he was going to call a delayed offside. Then the puck hit a man in the zone, so at that point it becomes an offside and a stoppage of play. And the face-off outside of the Churchill zone. Cleanly played first period, no penalties. So
Churchill will dump it. It's a nice and call that fast against the Chargers. Oh, by the way, did some research on one of our casts. We were talking about one of the, well, I'll mention it later on, one of the surprises in Division I college hockey this year. Briefly mentioned it. That's my scoop. That's our scoop for coming up later on.
Okay. I will remind you, too.
The research, I got some information courtesy of our research department here on Sports Spotlight.
Okay.
Big surprise. I couldn't believe it, but I will hold that thought as we're going to move the face-off inside the Northville zone. So good chance here for Churchill.
And I will mention, too, that we'll do it in the second or third period, but I have a human interest story about the Northville Mustangs and what went on in there with their team, and it's a really neat story.
Oh, so that's our scoop from Dennis. Your scoop for the second period. Okay.
Yes, it's a very neat story.
Okay.
It's heartwarming. It really is. It's not about hockey. It's about just being good people. And Coach Brown is very proud of his team, and should be. And when you hear the story, I think you'll agree with me.
Northville will dump it into the corners. They make a line change. And likewise for Churchill, as the puck goes back inside the Northville zone. So we got puck action, ping pong between the blue lines here. Chance there for Greener, had it, lost it. Churchill trying to clear it. Northville putting on the pressure. Held in by Borge. And now taken back by Spencer Zapparo, number 8, out there on the ice for Northville. Zapparo got 6 goals. 6 goals and 3 assists thus far. Puck in the corner. Deep inside the Northville zone. Good opportunity for the Chargers to score. Here's a shot. Good stop there by Boucher. Shot by Matt Gibney. Held in by Luke Greener. And the Chargers will make some changes here.
Gibney and Peterson log a lot of minutes on that ice. We're in the last minute of play in the first period.
Wow.
Yeah, that went quick. Well, and you have no scoring and you have no penalties. Oh, just as I say it. Just as I say that, here we get a hooking.
Penalty call coming up. And it's going to, so Churchill will get the advantage right here.
Yes, they will for a minute or for 51 seconds.
But we got to make sure what we've seen thus far this season, Dennis, is we've seen one team go on a power play and all of a sudden, looks like Josh Arthur, number 5 for Northville. But we've seen the other team have the power play for like a couple seconds, and all of a sudden
somebody else is getting a penalty, and then we're going 4-on-4. Yeah.
So let's see if Churchill can take advantage without causing anybody any slippage of this one-man opportunity. 36 seconds remaining in the period.
And if they do not score here in the next 30 seconds, the penalty will carry over into the second period. We'll see what happens here.
Flynn.
Oh,
who's fucking red? Flint.
A lot of traffic in front of the net there.
His shot went right through the goal crease. Here's another opportunity now. Here's a shot from the side that goes wide. Held in by Peterson. And Northville will clear it. That's a referee. Went falls to the side. And that will do it for period number 1. Good period.
Yes, it was.
Good thing on both ends here. Churchill will come out in the second period with the man advantage.
Minute 9, and he's got what he'll be able to do, Neil, is give his number 1 power play a rest in the intermission, and they'll come out probably for the duration of the power play, and hopefully they'll get a 1-0 lead as far as they're concerned, and Gordy Brown's team will try and fight it off.
In our score after 1 period of play, it's Livonia Churchill 0 and Northville 0. Stay tuned. We got lots more action coming up, plus the scoop from Dennis in the second period. You're watching Sports Spotlight.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly. You're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the second period of this high school hockey matchup here on Sports Spotlight. Livonia Churchill and Northville. The Chargers and the Mustangs. No score. This is Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Pushies. Moments away from the start of the second period. And Dennis, you were just mentioning the fact that right at the end of the first period, one of the linesmen that you know took a fall but did not get on camera.
Right. He said he's okay. He got up, and that happens. I think he lost an edge,
yep.
But he said he's doing fine.
He's fine,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they don't want to go with just 2 officials. He's fine. He's a tough one, so. But I did talk to Coach Reynolds.
Yep, because right now Churchill is on a power play.
He's on a power play for 1:09. Coach Reynolds said he was a little disappointed in the slow start that they had, but he said he liked their effort in picking it up a little bit towards the middle of the period, from the middle of the period towards the end. And now they need to do something with this minute power play.
Well, Venatelli and Kendall are out there right now for Churchill. Churchill in the white, Northville in the black, and here comes Churchill. There's an opportunity coming in. Good stop there by Bryant Riley. Shot by Rohan Barad.
He's their leading scorer,
yep.
Correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Here comes Venatelli.
Venatelli along with Targus.
The little bug. Venatelli, the little bug.
Targus from the point. There's a shot. Shot from the side by Kendall. That's blocked, and Northville will clear it. 23 seconds left in the Churchill power play. Gibney, Matt Gibney, number 5, has it.
Never gets rattled with that puck. Just a consistent player.
Going after it now, that's Cameron Greener in the corner. Greener battling along with Blake Evans, number 11. Now Venatelli had it, lost it, and the penalty is over to Josh Arthur. All right, here comes Arthur. Churchill better be careful.
Ooh.
And finally, puck comes loose. Targus has it, and he'll clear it. Over to Kendall. Kendall, he's got Greener to his left. And it's cleared by Northville. Puck now dumped in the corner by Targus. Chargers go for a line change. Peterson, his pass for Kendall. Just a bit too far. And it's an icing call against the Chargers.
You know, when I talked to Coach Reynolds, he didn't say this other than the fact that he said he was disappointed in their slow start for the first 7 or 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
But generally when that happens, you get in trouble and you're down 1 or 2 to nothing, and then you're in a fight from behind situation. So pretty much the Chargers are lucky that they picked it up a little bit halfway through the period.
There's a shot that goes wide.
And that we're only at 0-0 still, you know.
Well, if they can continue on with the play, and they didn't succeed on the power play, but nevertheless, as long as they keep passing the puck, skating, getting out of their own zone, there's a shot right on. Stopped by Riley. Shot by Liam Cooney, number 16 for Northville. Ryan Darling, battling for that puck. Held in, though, by the Chargers. There's a bouncing puck. Darling will clear to the corner. Ryan McCoy, number 13. Can't clear it. Still held in by Northville. Both teams making changes. Finally, back to center ice it goes. I like the hustle out there, Dennis, by Churchill.
Yeah. Genzel, number 9. Genzel, number 9, Devin Genzel. He's only a freshman. He's showing some heart out there.
Peterson had it, lost it. Targus. Yep. Had it, lost it. Here comes Northville the other way. Feebig, his pass. He'll just dump it in the corner.
We didn't really have that many scoring chances in the first period by either team. The one by Zach Flynn that went off the post, but other than that, there weren't too many real great scoring opportunities. There were a few, but nothing great.
No.
Oh.
And a shot inside taken by, I think, like a Zaparo, and the stop is made by Riley. So the clock stops with 13:19 in the second period. The face-off will be to the left of Churchill goaltender, Bryant Riley. I was going to mention, too, before I get to the story, well, I will hold on to that thought until we get another stoppage. And there Riley makes a spread eagle on the ice. Forgot to mention, besides Western Michigan, who's in the top 10 right now in Division I, we got to acknowledge both Adrian College's both men's and women's hockey teams. Division III, men's number 5 in the nation, women at number 8.
Wow, that is impressive. Adrian College.
Men's and women's teams.
Yeah, both of them, yeah. That's great.
But when we get another stoppage, I got a great story as I promised in the first period.
Okay.
The surprise story of Division I, college hockey.
Okay. And I know it doesn't concern Michigan or Michigan State. I know that because they're both struggling this year a little bit. So
briefly in Michigan State,
okay.
But Arizona State University, ranked number 12 in the nation. How did they get there? They started in Division I only 4 years ago.
Right.
And you have to think their head coach is probably going to be up for Coach of the Year. A guy named Greg Powers. He recruited a goaltender named Joey DeCosto out of Massachusetts and said, hey, come on out to Tempe. See how you do it. I mean, you're a great goaltender. Come on out, and you've got nothing to lose. DeCosto came out to the Phoenix area, loved the weather, said, hey, why not take my chances?
Yeah.
Hey.
I know they have the Coyotes out there, but I didn't know that they had ice out there too often.
They play at a small arena that seats only about 800. And lo and behold, they're literally they're 10-2 at home. Their only 2 losses came on against Ohio State, who's ranked number 2, number 3 nationally.
Yeah, Ohio State's always got a good team in hockey.
But Arizona State, the Sun Devils, have the number 1 scorer in the nation, a guy named Johnny Walker. He's the only scorer right now with more than 20 goals. And he's a Hobie Baker candidate as well.
Wow.
As we go back to the action right now, Churchill had it, lost it, and it's cleared.
I did not know that, so that comes as a total shock to me about Arizona State.
There's a shot, and Riley on the slapper.
They're usually known for their football and basketball teams. You know?
And baseball, too.
And baseball, yeah, but definitely. That's Reggie Jackson years and years ago. That's where he came from. And
they got the top goal scorer. They got the top goaltender, leads in shutouts in the nation.
Yeah. Wow.
And they lead in shorthanded goals.
Yeah.
Arizona State.
Well, I don't know who to compare him to, but this coach is obviously got to be up for Coach of the Year, for what he's done.
Greg Powers is
Greg Powers, okay.
A graduate of Arizona State from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism.
Oh, boy. Wow. That would have been an icing, but it happened to hit the goalie, so he plays it.
Boucher plays it, and we'll continue. 11 minutes left in this second period. Peterson will go after it for Churchill. He's got Luke Greener out there.
2-on-1.
Here's a chance, and good stop there by the Northville defense, poking it away into the corner. Loose puck now.
Whoa. There's little Bug, 135 pounds of him, knocking down about a 180-pound guy.
Vanatelli.
Who's he afraid of?
Nobody. No.
Right, well, nobody.
Nobody. Yeah, he's out there along with Luke Greener, number 8. Churchill. Good job there by Liam Cooney keeping it in for Northville, but here comes the Chargers the other way at center ice, and it's dumped into the corner. Here come the Mustangs now. Down the right side. Chance there by number 12, Larry Wright on the right wing. Lost stick, now puck behind the Churchill net and cleared. Battle now at the Churchill blue line. No call. Puck taken by Churchill, and Northville will regroup. Here comes Borge again. Borge down the right side. Good passer for Northville. Over to Barad. Got Barad and Borge out there. 2 top scorers for the Mustangs. Pass shot from the point by Chris Bogenhagen. Goes back to center ice. Now taken by the Chargers.
Jack Boyk, number 18, out there for his first shift. He's got some wheels to him. He's a speedster with a lot of effort.
Fast skater, Jack Boyk. There's
Yeah.
a chance. They score! I think it was Boyk.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
Yep.
Right place in the right time. And he was just, I think he was just to the right of Boucher. And we'll probably see it in the replay. My goodness, Jack Boyk. Talk about skating and in the right location.
Yep. We just said it, too. Yep. It's Boyk. We're going to get a replay here, Neil.
And if that's correct, I'm pretty sure we are. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Now watch Boyk. He's right there. Gives a check. I don't know.
Tyson Wisner makes a nice play.
Yeah, he leaves it. Nope. He stays to the left of the TV screen. There he is. And he puts it right in. Beats Bouger on the right side.
Okay, so the goal goes to Boyk from Wisner, Tyson Wisner, number 20, and number 15, Keith Peterson.
They score! Wow!
Zach Flynn.
Well, he deserved that after he missed that
Yeah.
shot in the first period.
Yep.
Wow, just like that. Churchill now leads it 2-0. Yep. But going,
No score, and we get 2 within a matter of 30 seconds.
well, I'll tell you what, they've been playing some good hockey, and we've got a replay coming up. Watch this, Flynn. Zach Flynn coming down the left side.
Oh, he turned the defenseman around, and then
Look at that.
and
Wow.
then he went top shelf to the left. Yep, he turned that the Northville defenseman right around.
So Flynn connects on the short side. And now, so Vaughn Kendall will get the assist.
Get
Yep.
the assist. Yep. So
Now
we got a 2-0 lead, and as I said, we go all that time in a 0-0 tie, and 2 goals for Churchill within a 40-second span.
Now the challenge for Churchill right here, Dennis, is in fact make sure their defense doesn't let up here.
Right.
2-goal lead, 7.5 minutes left in the second period,
Yep.
and stay clear free of the penalty box too. And they've been and done that thus far. Let's see what they can do. They pass intended for Venatelli too far. Here comes Northville the other way. Blake Evans has it. Evans right in front of Riley. There's a shot in the.
Whoa.
That finally cleared. That
He had a great scoring chance there.
Evans coming in on the right wing. For some reason, wanted to either kept it too long, but here comes Venatelli now. Venatelli has it. Venatelli had it, lost it, stripped. Good job by the Northville defense. Rife had it for Northville, and it's cleared. Mustangs will make a line change. Here comes Churchill now. Long intended pass for Venatelli, too far. And I think
13.
Peterson.
Ryan McCoy.
Ryan McCoy. Saw him go into the boards, and boy, that was.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That did not even look good.
No. He was going in for the. It looked like he was going in for the check and instead hit the boards, but let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't look good at all. It's a knee.
Yeah. So, got a replay coming up, and
Let's see what happens here to McCoy.
see the pass was too far. Here comes McCoy now. Down the left, and he was going for the check, and he missed.
Yeah. He went for the check, which would have been a legal check. It wasn't a dirty play, not at all. And he just missed the check and went into the boards. And his knee he's down. He was down for the count. He's being helped off. He's not even putting any weight on that, Neil.
No.
He's being taken off by a couple of his teammates. And I believe he's going to go right to the locker room.
He's one of those young guns for Jason Reynolds' team.
Yep. Oh, you hate to see that happen to either team. I hate to see any injury to a young man. Oh. And it was not a dirty play by either team. I mean, he was looking to make a legal check, and he just missed the guy, and his knee went in there. Let's see if we can get a report. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Action now resumes inside the Northville zone. As you see right there, Targus had it, lost it. Kept in by the Mustangs. And it's cleared. I like it now. I like the momentum right now, kind of favoring Churchill.
Yeah.
With under 6 minutes left in the second period. And the faceoff will be back inside the Northville zone.
Jack Boyk, who scored the first goal, ironically, is the nephew of Stevenson assistant coach Jay Thompson.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when Stevenson and Churchill play, they have a little family rivalry there, and Jay's Dave Mitchell's #1 assistant, and Jack is his nephew. That would be Jay Thompson's sister's young son.
All in the family, you could say.
Yes. My older son had coached Jack about 2 years ago, and he said Jack's just a very likable young man, and never gave him any problems, and was always willing to learn. So you like to hear that in a young man.
And you know what? That's only his second goal of the season. That's good.
Yeah.
Churchill doing good here, but Northville will take it out.
Came at an opportunistic time, Neil. Give them the 1-0 lead, and then Zach Flynn added the second one a short time after that.
Well, Chargers have it right now. They have that puck at center ice, and we'll dump it into the corner. Chargers making a wholesale change as Northville looking to clear it. Churchill doing a good job holding it in, battling for it. Once again, Luke Greener, #8. Cameron Greener held it in. Now the puck between the blue lines. Venatelli out there. Venatelli on the right wing. Here comes Venatelli coming in, and Boucher takes no chances and makes the stop. Wow.
Number 16 is Greener. That's Cameron Greener, who's the older brother of Luke Greener, #8. And then there's a brother combination as well on Northville.
The Bogenhagens.
Yeah, right. Bogenhagen. Yep. I was talking to Nick Bogenhagen before the game, number 17, and he said, "Say it just like it's smelled." I said, "Okay." And then his coach told me when he wasn't around, he said, "And you'll be saying his name a lot because he logs a lot of ice time for us. He's a very good player." So we've seen that already tonight.
Northville with their top line out there, initially set up by Seth Borg, dumping that puck in the corner. Got Jake McNeil out there, number 19, along with Rohan Barad, top goal scorer. Churchill doing a good job clearing it.
And Vitelli's always causing some havoc down there. He's always causing some trouble down there.
Here comes Borg now. He's got just his left, Nick Bogenhagen, and Riley makes the stop.
Wow.
Nick Bogenhagen had an opening right there.
Yeah, he did. He was right at 10-point range, and Bryant Riley was equal to the task.
And on the short side as well, too. So,
yeah.
So the face-off will be to the left of Bryant Riley. And here comes Churchill now. See if they can get something going here in the final minutes of the second period. Matt Gibney now with dumping in the corner.
Uh-oh, we got a Churchill penalty coming up.
Yep.
Looks like Flynn.
Yep. I think look.
Zach Flynn, he's going to go to the box. What do we got? Is he going to get him?
I don't know. That was a cross check possibly.
No, he got him for a roughing.
Okay.
Yep. I believe so. That's the signal that the ref gave. So we'll listen to the PA announcer and see what he has to say. As Northville makes their substitutions and Churchill gets final change.
And they're sending out Gordy Brown will be sending out the top line for the Mustangs. Barad, Borge, Evans, McNeil.
It is a roughing call, Neil.
Yep.
On number 23.
Flint. And Churchill will dump it back in to the Northville zone.
There's little Venditelli ragging that puck.
Zach Venditelli on the penalty kill. Good job there. Out there along with Matt Gibney.
He killed about another 15 seconds just by skating it around. Nobody near him, and he skated it around and killed another 15 just by himself.
Gibney again, and there's Venditelli. Had it, lost it. Churchill will dump it again.
Haydu, number 6, out there.
And because of that, the top line for Northville, they're going to make some changes. Now the Mustangs will dump it in the corner. Going after it now, that's Derek Feebig. We've mentioned his name a couple times. Feebig coming in. Pass to the point. Over to Collier. Collier, his shot. Didn't miss by much. Ethan Collier, number 6. Collier now, again. From the blue line, his shot, and Riley makes the stop.
For the most part, if the a goalie at this level, if they are not screened, they're going to make the save. If they could see it, they're going to stop it, for the most part, unless there's a deflection or something like that. But Bryant Riley saw that shot clearly and made the save. It was right in his breadbasket.
I was thinking Collier, who was at the point for Northville, was hoping to see some traffic and get some screening on Riley. But
that's exactly what he was trying to do. Yep.
Well, let's see if Churchill can clear it here. Peterson has it, and it goes down the ice.
And they're down to their last 15. And
here comes Reif.
One final rush, Neil.
Larry Reif, number 12, had it, lost it. Good job, and Churchill attacker, lost his stick. Now, here comes Dan now. Dan coming in on Riley. Good positioning by Riley, as well as Von Kendall, who lost his stick. So Kendall's out there without a stick. Churchill back at full strength as the Flynn penalty expires. 40 seconds remaining in this period. And an icing call on Churchill. Faceoff will be brought back down, and Kendall reunites with his stick. He'll go to the bench for a breather with 34 seconds remaining in the second stanza. Northville winning that faceoff. Good clearance there by Riley. Clearing it to the side. Here's a chance now. Levo coming in. Good stop there by Boucher. 12 seconds remaining. The other way, here comes McNeil. McNeil had it, but it's dumped in the corner.
Nice play by number 2. Nicer play by the goalie. So they both made nice plays. The goalie came out on top that time.
Well, 2 periods are in the record books. And Churchill comes back with 2 goals midway through this second period. And our score after 2 periods, it's Livonia Churchill 2 and Northville nothing. Stay tuned, the third period is coming up, and you're watching Sports Spotlight. Stay tuned.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Let's hit those pearly whites, man. Ooh, cute.
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine. Hey girl, what's the name? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today, Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
I got pregnant, and I was the main one working, so I did what I had to do to survive.
Sentía que la escuela no era para mí.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off.
Sentí como que si quiero cambiar el mundo, tengo que cambiar a mí primero.
I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Mi consejera, ella fue lo máximo para mí porque me ayudó mucho con todo.
I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Yeah, it's hard, but keep on going and keep on trying.
The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Spotlight, our 32nd year on the air. High school hockey action from here at the Eddie Edgar Arena. Livonia Churchill and Northville. It's Churchill 2, Northville nothing. This is Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Bushies. Moments away from the start of the third period. Dennis, looked like good news there. Ryan McCoy tested out his knee. Looked fine in the looked fine on the ice.
He had that knee injury, and I talked to Coach Reynolds, and he said we're going to give him a test run, and we're definitely not going to put the kid in jeopardy if he's not ready to go. But he looked good to us as he did a little skate around the ice, and he looked to be going at full strength. So,
Churchill in the white, Northville in the black. The major news in that second period, Churchill scoring 2 goals midway through that second stanza. Goal. Jack Boyk, Zach Flynn with the goals, and let's see what they can do right here in this third period. See if they can keep that 2-goal lead or even extend it. Northville, a tough team, but thus far Churchill has risen to the occasion. Here come the Chargers now. There's a chance. There's a shot. Finatelli on the left side of the net. Had an opening right there, just fanned on the shot. And Bryant Riley covers up, doesn't want to take any chances, and the faceoff will be inside the Churchill zone.
Neil, I want to tell you the story that I was going to tell you about.
Oh, yeah.
There's a school in Detroit. They're kind of a poor school. It's called Nina's Elementary School in Detroit.
Okay.
And today, the Northville varsity, JV, and girls hockey team skated with the 4th and 5th graders. Most kids had never skated before, and they were just thrilled. The kids from Northville just had a ball with these kids, and they took them under their wings. It was organized by Susan Evans, whose son is Blake Evans, number 11. She's the director of programs for the Detroit school system.
Oh, really?
And that's a big-time shout-out to the Northville players, all of them, the varsity, JV, and the girls teams, then their head coaches, for taking the time to, look after and, give kids that don't have a chance to skate to see what it's like and to give your time and effort. And to me, I think it's not all hockey all the time. It's what you do, and they started a fundraiser for these kids, and fundraiser is going good according to the Susan Evans. And it's just a great thing, I think. So,
hats off.
Feel good story. Hats off to the Northville varsity, JV, and the girls hockey teams.
And to Susan Evans,
and
too.
to Susan Evans. Wow.
What a nice story.
Yes, it is. You hear bad things too often about kids, and that's a small percentage. The big percentage of kids are good kids.
That community activity, and you hit it right there, and delayed offside right there. That's wonderful. Those kids, some of them have never put on a pair of skates in their life.
Yeah, and these kids, I won't just say the guys because it was the girls team as well, took the 4th and 5th graders under their wings, and they skated at Novi Ice Arena today, and they just had a ball, according to Coach Gordy Brown.
That's wonderful. It really is.
Yeah.
Go back to the action. Pressure inside the Churchill zone, and they clear it. Gremmel. Jack Gremmel, number 2, dumping it in the corner. Churchill trying to find a way to see if they can clear it here. Number 14, Donovan Young out there for the Chargers. And it just gets over the blue line as Northville will have to regroup. Young, Donovan Young, number 14. Only in the 10th grade out there on the ice for Jason Reynolds' team. As Greener will dump it inside the Mustang zone. Churchill will make a line change. Go back with the key guys, but here comes Nick Bogenhagen. Bogenhagen coming in, and Riley makes the stop, and the net comes out the moorings.
There haven't been a whole lot of chances for Northville, but the ones they've had, Bryant Riley has had to make some big saves, or else this game would be tied.
Yep.
He's been equal to the task.
Blake Evans for Northville, number 11, had the big opportunity on the power play.
Yes, he did. And then 17 also. That would be Nick Bogenhagen.
Yep.
He had a chance too. He was at point-blank range. And
Churchill has done a good job shutting down that top line. Featuring Seth Borge and There's a chance, and they score! Well, up to now. I think I'll hold my peace, but it was Borge, believe it or
number
not.
Number 10, yeah. Number 10, Borge. Okay. We're going to see a replay here, Neil.
And I think Borge came right down the middle. You can see, again, they do a good job holding it in at the point.
Goes to the corner.
And that's Borge right there, too.
And then it's kept in at the blue line. That's what happened. Okay. Kept in at the blue line, and Borge went to his backhand and beat Riley.
So Evans
gets an assist along with number 17.
Bogenhagen,
yeah.
So it's a 2-1 contest now. And here comes Northville again. On the move. Centering pass, and that goes wide. Riley kicks, makes the stop, knocks that puck to the corner.
Well, I think McCoy's hurting again. Look at, he's coming off the ice.
Yep.
I don't know that knee is right.
Yep. Yeah, he just banged that stick right at the bench.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if he's done for the game. I don't think they're going to take any chances with that young man.
No. Here comes Venatelli the other way. Venatelli will knock it into the corner. Churchill looking to go back up by 2, but here comes Northville looking to tie it. Open man on the left wing, right in the center. There's a shot. Riley makes the stop. They had to be careful. That top line again featuring Seth Borge, but Rohan Borad was out there. Northville will make a line change. Face off to the left of Bryant Riley.
I was going to say, Neil, you and I need to keep our mouths shut because
yeah,
when we said something about Jack Boyk, how he was hustling, and then he's not even 2 minutes later, he scores a goal.
Yep.
Then we talk about Borge.
Yeah.
30 seconds later, he scores a goal. So it's
Hey,
making us look smart, and you and I aren't that smart.
No, we're just calling it as we see it.
Yeah.
It's the momentum.
I mean, both kids made great plays, and they were rewarded with their effort, but, you know.
Well, here's opportunity for Churchill. Puck inside the Northville zone. Kendall battling for that puck along with Collier, and now it's dumped inside the Churchill zone. Young now has it. His pass intended down the left wing. Looked like intended for either Peterson or Greener. I think it was for Greener, but goes all the way down the other end of the ice, and it's an icing call against Churchill. We got to mention, too, we saw before the game, our good friend, the Rocket Man.
Oh, Joe Lund. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he's marketing. He had like a doll with him, like the Rocket Man doll or something.
I'm not sure. You never know with Joe, but all I could tell you is Churchill, he's the #1 Churchill fan in any sport. He's their fan. So he's just a good guy.
Feebig had it for Northville, lost it, had it. Northville still with the pressure, and good job there by Genzel getting that puck out of the Charger zone, and Boucher had to stop up. But yeah, our good buddy Joe, somewhere up in the stands. First met him more than 20 years ago at a charity basketball game.
Yep. He's everywhere in Livonia. You could see him for years at the YMCA, and if you ask athletic director Mark Haig of Churchill what he thinks of him, I know he loves him. Joe's just, how can you not love Joe, is what Mark told me one time, and I tend to agree, you know.
I don't know, he was going to set up a table out there where just outside the door to sell those Rocket Man dolls.
Yeah. But I will say that I've seen Joe a lot over the years. I saw him during football season, and he's sporting a new stylish pair of glasses.
Yeah,
he looks sharp.
He does. He does. Next thing you know, he'll come in with wearing tinted sunglasses.
Yeah.
Go back to the action. I'll tell you, this Churchill team is not giving up. Look, one bit. My goodness. Good check in the boards deep inside the Northville end. I think that was Greener. Here comes
Greener overskated it there.
Yep. Northville will dump it inside the Churchill zone. The whistle will blow. And up to now, for our viewers at home, got to let them know we've only had 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Up to now, with 8:49 remaining in this third period. Just in case Northville ties it up and we end in a tie, if it does, we will have overtime.
An 8-minute overtime.
Well, let's see what happens here. Churchill still leads it 2-1.
8:36 is a long time, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. Here comes Northville the other way. Drop pass. There's a shot. Riley, I don't think saw it, but it deflected into the corner. Held in by Bogenhagen. Good job there. Bogenhagen will get it again. He'll shoot it within traffic. And it deflects into the corner. Back to the point for Northville. Centering pass. Knocked back into the corner by Churchill. Churchill looking for a way, and we got a penalty coming up.
Well, we got a cross check, it looks like. Referee Ken Lauer will give us the call. Number 15, it's going to be Peterson for cross checking.
Right. So Northville will go back on the power play.
Part of, well, this will be down in Churchill's zone a lot, but part of the thing about Churchill is they're clinging to that 2-0 and then 2-1 lead. They're not being very offensive. They're in a defensive mode, which I can't blame them, but, you know, you maybe need to score another goal to really, you know, be somewhat creative, and they're really not. They're playing very defensive.
And confident, too, because you got the top line back out there on the power play, and they score.
No, he made the save.
Made the save, sorry. Whoa. Yeah. Whew. But you got the top line back out there with McNeil, Nick Bogenhagen, Borge for Northville.
I can understand why you thought he scored, because he caught the puck, and he wasn't sure. He looked back into the net.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure. So he thought it had scored.
Face-off remained inside the Churchill zone. Puck still inside the Charger zone. Centering pass right next to the goal. Churchill can't clear it. Now battle along the boards and cleared.
Vendatelli out there. Along with number 12, that would be Brendan White.
And we got another penalty coming up to Churchill.
They'll be down 5-3. 5 on 3 for 57 seconds.
Haydu, Justin
Haydu, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, folks, Churchill fans, fasten your seatbelts. Big test here.
We got Vendatelli, Donovan Young, and Vaughn Kendall out there to try it.
And Churchill will clear it.
This will be a tough 40 seconds to go here. Northville, Gordy Brown has put out his big guns to try and tie the game. Good play by Vendatelli, but now we got a 3-on-2 odd man rush.
Mackencheck out there, number 20 for Northville. Mustangs holding it in and cleared by the Chargers. Good job there. Feebig will regroup for the Mustangs. Here he comes. Derek Feebig. Shot from the point. Knocked to the corner. Held in by Northville. Young tried to clear it. And it rolls down the ice. First penalty is over. 1 minute left in the Haydu penalty. 5:53 remaining in this third period. Feebig. Checked by Kendall, and it's cleared by the Chargers. Here comes Northville. One more time regrouping. McNeil, Sorge, and Evans out there, along with number 15, Rohan Barad. Better be careful with the number 11, number 15.
Number 14, Donovan Young going off. He needed to get off. He did a great job killing that, but he was gassed.
Yeah.
He was totally gassed. Good check there by Peterson. And Gibney will fire it around and all the way down.
10 seconds remaining in the power play.
Sometimes you need to go with as great a job as Donovan Young did there. Sometimes you just need to go with some fresh troops, fresh legs, you know, and he did a great job, though.
Churchill back at full strength, but puck still inside the Churchill zone, and good stop there by Riley, clearing it to the corner. Here comes Northville again. Winding in, there's a chance. They score!
How ironic is that? They can't score on a 5-on-3, but they score at even strength.
But you can't let down after that power play. It was Evans.
Blake Evans, one of their top players.
And you can see here, Dennis, we've got the replay coming up. Again, Northville putting in the pressure even with the even at even strength. Coming in, there was an opening right there. Again, a little bunching up by the Churchill defense. Good stick handling, and
yeah, somebody's got to put a stop to him going through the center. They can't let him go through the center like that. He went around too many Churchill guys. I mean, you got to give the kid credit for doing that, but Churchill needed to put some bodies on him, and that wouldn't have happened.
Well, it's a 2-2 tie now with 4:28 remaining in regulation. There's a loose puck now as we go back to the action. Battle between Feebig and Lebu. And Mike,
that's offside.
Offside call as
Churchill, Northville bench didn't like that, but you got to give the linesman credit. He was right on the line, and he saw it. It was an offside.
Nick Mikinchek was coming down the left side for Northville, number 20. Yeah. And once again, the big guns for Northville, Barad, McNeil, and Sorge back out on the ice. Here's an opportunity right there for Devin Genzel, but the puck back inside the Churchill zone. Northville putting on the pressure here. There's a shot, but it goes to the side of the net. And Churchill will clear it. A race for the puck. Involving Jimmy Targus, number 3. Loose puck at center. Here comes Barad. Barad down the right wing. Barad goes in the corner, battling with the Genzel.
Yeah, they need to watch number 10 in front of the net. He's setting up shop right there, and they don't have a man on him. They don't have a body on him.
Puck back at center ice, and it's lifted into the Churchill zone. Chargers. Lebu had it, lost it. Northville trying to regroup. Reif has it. Reif, his shot deflected into the corner. Now going after it is Young. Northville player without a stick. Now the puck goes the other way. Lebu now has it. He's dumped to the ice. Nicholas Lebu. Here comes Northville the other way.
Ian Wood out there for Churchill, number 24. He's a big body. 6'3", 195 pound. He laid some lumber there on somebody there for Northville. Ian's.
Good check, too.
Yeah,
good check.
It was a nice check.
Well, Churchill's got to do this if they want to break this 2-2 tie. But Northville comes the other way.
Good play by Haydu.
Haydu making a good stop and a good check. Puck still inside that Charger zone. Clock ticking, coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Bogenhagen, his pass to the right wing. Goes a little too far. Venatelli will intercept. Churchill will go the other way here. Let's see if they can get something here in the Northville zone. Nope, back to the blue line it goes, and Northville bench was calling for a delayed offside. Now recovered by Northville. Here they come. And Barad is coming right down the middle. They better be careful.
Good strength there by number 5, Matt Gibbony.
Rohan Barad, I was watching him, Dennis, come right down center ice.
Yeah. Well, that's what Evans did on his goal. He was in the corner, and he veered around to the center, and nobody from Churchill touched him. And he, when you don't get touched, you're going to get a shot.
Shot from the point, deflected. Churchill can't clear it. Final minute coming up of this third period. This is Gunzel. Gunzel coming in. Chased by 4 Northville defenders. Flynn trying to keep it in along the boards. Here comes Churchill now. Here's a shot. That's blocked. Now dumped into the corner. Going after it. It looks like it's Targus. Could be wrong. Let's see. Held in by Peterson. Peterson bouncing puck. Now taken by Northville. 29 seconds remaining. And the puck is dumped into the corner. Battle for it in the corner. Churchill will clear it. Zaparo tries to pass it. And that gets intercepted and dumped behind the Northville goal. And that will do it for the third period. And guess what? We're going to have overtime.
Wow.
Well, Northville comes back in the third period, trailing by 2, with goals from Seth Borge and Blake Evans. And our score at the end of regulation, it's Livonia Churchill 2 and Northville 2. So for the third time in 32 years here on Sports Spotlight, we have sudden death overtime.
Wow.
You folks at home that might be text messaging or sending out a Twitter or playing around with your Facebook, stop what you're doing, or else we'll get you a payphone. How's that?
Yeah. This 8 minutes is going to be exciting. It may not go 8 minutes. I mean, it's the overtime rules are simple. First team to score wins, and then that's the game.
What Churchill's got to do, Dennis, we saw it in the third period. They were bunching up a little bit. We saw it on the tying goal by Evans, bunching up in the middle. They got to open up, and like you said, put some pressure inside the Northville zone like they did in the second period.
Evans basically walked in there from the corner. He was in the corner, and he made some nice moves, but you know, they had 2 guys that he skated right around, and all you needed to do was put a body on him or make him give up the puck, but nobody made him give up the puck. He went to his backhand and went over when got Riley, and nothing Riley could really do.
Yeah, he couldn't. All Churchill defense can do is just clear that puck to the boards, clear it out. Just going to mention to our viewers at home, also check out our other cablecast non-conference games of Livonia Franklin hosting St. Francis of Toledo, as well as Livonia Stevenson hosting the storied school from Toronto, St. Michael's of Toronto. 2 good contests. So check your local listings right here on Livonia Television. I want to say hello to all those people watching us on Wild TV, Channel 10, Spectrum on Channel 203, and those watching us on AT&T, Channel 99 from Luna Pier up to Marysville. Some great hockey action. We're in sudden death overtime. Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Pushies from the Eddie Edgar Arena here in Livonia, Michigan. Churchill 2, Northville 2.
I don't know why they stopped the play there. There might have been an offside.
Kendall now for Churchill. His pass intended for Cameron Greener, a little too far. Puck now in the corner, inside the Northville zone. We'll just play 8 minutes. If there's a tie at the end of 8 minutes, that's it. battle now right in front of the Northville bench. And it's dumped right to the side of the Churchill goal.
Yeah, that hit his stick behind the red line, so it is going to be an icing all the way back down in the Churchill zone. He thought just because he touched it, it would be good, but the linesman was right on top of that play. And, he was good 3-4 feet behind the red line, which definitely results in an icing.
Important here for Churchill to win this faceoff because, again, Coach Gordy Brown from Northville's got his top line out there. Evans, McNeil, Sorge.
We found out just by watching so many games, Dale, that how important, I don't care what level you're at, how important faceoffs are. The value of winning a faceoff, it's huge.
And we saw that in the other games that we've done this year.
Yes.
Yep. Here comes Churchill now. Taking it in on Targus. Down the left side. They score! Churchill wins it!
Devin Genzel.
Genzel will win it in the entire Churchill bench. Mobbing. Devin Genzel, he's played a heck of a game.
Great pass from, I believe it was number 3, Targus.
Jimmy Targus. It was Genzel from Targus.
Donovan Young gets an assist too. Here we go.
Well deserved, and the replay coming up. Here it is. Look at Jimmy Targus. Leads the rush, and this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, don't get so defensive here. And that's what they did. They went on the offensive. Targus makes a nice pass to Genzel going to the net.
Yep.
They didn't become so defensive. And they moved into he went towards the net. Targus gave him the puck, and he tapped it in for the game winner.
And did you see who was right behind Genzel?
No.
Zach Flynn, number 23,
okay.
For the rebound. And our final score in the sudden death overtime, it was Livonia Churchill 3 and Northville 2. And this was an excellent contest.
Yeah, and then overtime, we just talked about it, 8-minute overtime, and it only took 1 minute and 13 seconds to get the goal by Genzel. Only, I believe, is a freshman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Genzel, let's see.
No.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's only a freshman.
He's a freshman.
We're talking. We talked to Coach Reynolds before the game. A lot of graduates from championship team from last year. A lot of young players. This is a fine example and great example of what we'll see, what we could see in the future with this Churchill program.
Right.
And I was very impressed. Really was. That, early in the year, watching Churchill, Dennis, they weren't moving the puck. In fact, it took them about 3 or 4 games to score their first goal of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, much against a tough Northville team, and really they are coming from a tough division.
Yeah.
We were able to play. I was a little worried that Northville would control, but Churchill did a great job.
Well, you made a point at the outset of the broadcast, and you said from November on till where we're at right now, there's a huge difference.
Yep.
And there is.
There is.
Teams make so much improvement, and such a young team like Churchill, you could see it. I mean, they probably weren't playing with much confidence in November or December, and now they're playing with some confidence. And, those 2 wins up in Chelsea at the showcase probably did them some good. And then tonight.
And the winner scored by one of their newer, younger players.
Yeah, Devin Genzel.
And on that note, and we want to wish both teams, our hats off to both teams for a great job today.
Yeah, and wish them both well in the upcoming state playoffs.
Yes. And we just want to say thank you to all of you at home for tuning in and watching this very exciting hockey contest between Livonia Churchill and Northville. And we thank you as well for tuning in and watching this contest, and for the production crew behind the scenes here at the Eddie Edgar Arena here in Livonia, Michigan. And don't forget, in the words of our friend Bill Tyler, life is good. So for Dennis Pushies and everybody behind the scenes, this is Neil Rifkin saying so long for Sports Spotlight.